to the Indie Wrestling Guy with your hosts, the Hall of Fame referee, JHawk, the not-so-mysterious benefactor, JGold, and the legendary Charly Butters.
We're back. New Year's. Hello.
It has been a week.
It sure has, if not a year. It's been some year.
Yeah, we're recording on a Wednesday. That's super weird.
So weird. So weird. How do we do this? Let's see. What else? What's going on this week? I don't even remember what the weekend was. Jesus. What did we do this weekend? Was that New Year's? No, right?
New Year's
was after New Year's.
Yeah, New Year's was last Thursday. Go with the couple of days following.
Oh, right. Now I'm listening upstairs as my kid is just rampaging through the house because we went to basketball tonight and my wife is trying to get her to take a shower and go to bed. And she's just, I want to watch Friends. And I'm just yelling and just out of control. And all I hear is clomping above me, just loud, just bumping and just shut up and go to bed up there. She's going to come down here while we're recording and be like, I can't believe you let me say hello. That's just what she does. It's going to be great. Brace yourselves. Anyway, I was in the city today. I had potbelly sandwiches. Those were really good, but I didn't eat the bread because if you watch the night shift, I'm on a fitness journey. I'm trying to lose some weight. So I only ate the middle.
Yeah, I would go to my diet too. I only ate half a sandwich. I eat the first half to get to my half, though. So
JHawk. I think I was waiting for that joke. Oh boy. Butters, what's going on?
It's been a day. Yeah.
Trouble with the interweb company.
Yeah, got to switch stuff around and there will be no loss of service. And then there was a loss of service for a day.
Every time. Such dicks.
Yeah. And then they're like, oh, well, you have to wait until this time. And then like all of a sudden my doorbell alarm goes off and I'm like, well, how does my doorbell know what's going on? Because it would only do that if the internet's connected and working. So then it was, and it was so stupid. It's so stupid. Oh no, they got to come out and give you a box and all this stuff. I already have everything. Just literally turn it on from that other end. Like you just turned it off. You just got to turn it back on.
Oh my God. I would have lost it if I were you. And they said, we have to bring another box. I'm staring at one. It's right here. Just change it and go about my business.
It's literally right here. I was working just fine. You turned it off because that account's canceled and gone. Put that information into the new one and turn it right back on. There's nobody needs to come out here to do anything. Nobody turned anything off out at the pole or anything crazy like that. Like we're in the 1800s. It's fine. It's all just a switch on your guys' end. Little click of a button. Just do it.
Fucking idiots. Oh, idiots. Huge idiots.
Not really internet related, but it reminded me at my old job that was actually in a union. Found out during the union negotiation, we're thinking, okay, they're going to negotiate for rank, they're going to negotiate for better benefit. Now I get told by somebody on the actual committee that somebody was negotiating for a toaster in the break room because we have to microwave our Pop-Tarts and they're not good. There was already a fucking toaster in the break room.
Oh God, a toaster. We asked for a microwave today in the office, and they were like, it's too dangerous, and we don't want the office to smell like food. So, well, where's the microwave? They're like, it's 3 floors down. I'm like, what the hell? So they could smell like food, but we can't?
In fairness, there's that one guy that's going to put fish in there for like 8 fucking minutes for no apparent
I'm
reason.
never there.
That's the guy. It's Josh.
No, I don't bring fish. I would never microwave fish. Gross.
And he also burns popcorn in it. It's the other notorious one.
Yeah, that's a gross one. I think the fish. Yeah,
if
that's
there's 5 kernels at the bottom, there's a problem.
When I was the HR manager at the bottling plant for pharma, they used to do the microwave fish and Indian food, and it was absolutely disgusting. You can't microwave some certain foods, and if fish and Indian food should never be microwaved. Disgusting. Anyway, what else is good, Butters? What do you got? Anything good? You did a whatnot today, and I missed it, but I'll get on the next one.
Yeah, I only did an hour. I sold like 2 things, and then this guy was like, he wanted this Marvel Legends 2-pack. He's like, oh, will you do 25? Because it was like $30. I was like, no, I'll do 28. He's like, okay, run it. So I take a picture, do the thing, put it in the little store, and I check back like 20 minutes later. It's still sitting there. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, did it not go through? I click on it and it's still sitting there. And he told me thanks, like he bought it and everything. I'm like, what the hell? So I like go back out, go back in, and it's still sitting there. And I checked the sales, and there was only the one sale, the one transformer that somebody else bought. I'm like, this motherfucker had me do all that and then didn't buy it.
Oh, he bailed?
Yeah, like didn't say anything and just fucking dipped. So I deleted out of the thing, which it's not a problem, but it's just so stupid. And then like there's so many people like wrestling fans are like so picky. Like they'll like, oh, WWE, so then you'll show them the like selection. They'll ask for a certain one, and then they're like, yeah, I'm good. I'm not gonna buy that. I'm just like, all our prices are like better than what they'd be at the store if you ran out, because their prices are so outrageously expensive right now.
Yeah.
Like some of the newest stuff we have is like, yes, it's like $35, whereas at the store it'd be like $27. But like other stuff that's been out that it's been out for a year or 6 months, it's very reasonably priced. It's under what it would be at the store. Nope, not doing it. It's just like, okay, you waiting until it's like $10 to grab something? Like, you fucking pores.
Did I told you, or maybe it was this weekend I did that.
So it was this weekend. I saw what you got. That's what you should be talking about.
Long Island Pickers. Yeah. So I went to this place, Long Island Pickers. It's on TikTok. It's a small shop though. Like it's probably no bigger than, just a standard, almost like a repair shop. Like if you went into an old fashioned like vacuum cleaner store, and believe it or not, there's a vacuum cleaner repair shop right next to it. And it was great. It had basically one side of the place was like comics, and these guys are wrestling fans, by the way. Because I bought a Rick Steiner Galoob, and the guy was like, oh, because you like the seats? He's like, because I have like 16 chairs, like a chair collection. I was like, oh, you selling them? And he said, no, they're just for me. And he had like 16, WrestleMania 16, 17, 18. And he had the ones where they just put the fabric covers over the seats. And, but they had, it's a great spot. The toys, they had an Eddie Kingston there for $5 in the box. Yes, the box was damaged, but $5 for an AEW figure for an Eddie Kingston's pretty good. They had a ton of VHS tapes. Now I remember Justin Summers was a big VHS collector. So they had Captain America 2, something Death of Dodging Death or something, the movie. Did you ever see that one?
No, those are awful.
Yeah.
He should have taken pictures and sent it to Stacy. Stacy is doing his movie theater or his movie store in his basement when he bought the house this year.
Nice. I'm gonna go back there.
He's been sharing like all the movies on Instagram, on his Instagram that he has. Like he's been going through stuff and showing off all his movies that he's bought that he's gonna put out.
Oh, maybe I'll go there and FaceTime with him so he can see if he wants anything.
Yeah.
This place is you guys would have so much fun there. Not to mention like pin collections, and they were selling swords and old time like muskets and stuff like that. And I'm like, wow. And they have to write on it. They have to put like a sticker on it that says not for you, not usable or whatever, but muskets and handguns, like old 6-shooters.
They have like the Arabian sword that you
for real.
Hump off a camel and drink the milk out of its back.
Yeah, they had a ton of, and all reasonably priced. I mean, I didn't see anything out. My wife was like, this seems very expensive, like a glass or something. I'm like, $1.85. I'm like, what'd you expect it's going to be?
What?
Yeah, she thought she was going into like, she's like,
not a garage
I'm like, it's
sale.
not a garbage dump. Yeah. But the dog face was $5, and then Harper grabbed, I don't know, she just likes tchotchkes. Like she loves junk, so she grabbed a Pluto, Disney Pluto figure, a plastic Pluto, and it was $2. And my wife's like, why? She goes, is it worth something? I'm like, it's $2. I'm like, why do you think they marked it at $2? Because it's not worth shit. Like, it's not worth anything.
Just a little something. Like, she'll remember that day. She'll be like, oh, she'll be looking through something.
We do that.
Like, the day that we went and did that little place. Yeah.
And did you see that Pat Patterson I put up? Somebody took a Pat Patterson figure and painted him to look like the Captain America or a U.S. agent. It was great. I'm like, that's Pat Patterson. The guy's like, how'd you know that? I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, this is a Pat Patterson figure. Why'd this guy paint it up and try to sell it?
Josh was like, that's the guy that molested me when I was a ring boy.
I put that figure in my butt once before.
Oh, I made JHawk cringe. I did it.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
and I was listening to Jim Cornette tell Hulk Hogan lying story for 4 hours today, and you made me cringe. Like, what the fuck?
Jim Cornette for 4 hours. Jesus, that's a lot of Jim Cornette. Oh my God.
Well, I had ended up having to do a lot of driving with some shit that came up today.
Yeah.
So.
I get it. But that it was a lot of fun. I would say if you guys ever get back over here, we should do that for a trip and head over there. We could spend hours. Like I wanted to sit on the floor and just start going through the figures that weren't in box. And my wife's like,
Josh,
"Can we just go?"
You gotta come to a Toy Hio.
I know.
think you would lose your fucking mind if you came to a Toy Hio.
Yeah, I know. I need to go. And it just so happens my wife's cousin just moved to this place called Cedar Grove out in Long Island, and they have it has that store Time Warp Toys, and right next to it is the Time Warp flea market, and it's still all toys, and it's this giant warehouse full of toys. And I remember getting Harper an old fashioned Polly Pocket entire playset for under $20, like the whole thing. We walked out of there with boxes, and I'm like, this is amazing. So I would advise. I took Adam Van there. We went to that place.
So Josh, you probably can't do it in February because it's so close. But AIW and Toy High are running the same day in Youngstown, and there's a new hotel that literally opened up in the parking lot of Toy High, and it'd be super easy for you guys to do. But they're gonna I believe they're doing it again in October.
I probably will make that one.
So AIW is in Youngstown, and it's literally like 15 minutes away from Toy Hio, so you could do a double on a Saturday. You need to come down. You guys will have a blast.
Youngstown's right on the border, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You go down through there for some reason on your way home, and it's literally right by me. Instead of the Akron and Cleveland, you guys go down, and you could like that hub is like you take that hub, and then it takes you up through PA back up to New York. So I don't know why it takes you that way, but I think you said something about you got a speeding ticket or something the one time.
That's where I got a speeding ticket the last trip. Yep.
Yeah. So you should definitely come to a Toy Hio. We just announced guests for February. It's Danhausen and his wife and Ref Aubrey so far.
I saw that. His wife is what, a burlesque dancer?
Yes.
That's interesting.
But she doesn't do signings that often, so it's like people like really like to like see them together and stuff like that. And I'm sure I know Patty was like, are they gonna bring the baby? I want a picture with the baby. And I'm like, I was like, Patty, I don't know if they are. I can't say that they would let you take a picture with their child.
Well, he's what, 6 months, 8 months? I bet you they would, because Danhausen knows Patty.
But yeah, I mean, it's possible because it's Patty, but I was like, I don't know, Patty. And I was like, I don't know what they're doing. I was like, but you're more than welcome to come hang out and see.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
Especially since AIW will be down there that day. So I'm sure.
Yeah, she would be down there.
She could always pop in and check things out.
That AIW show they just announced is really good. The card for that one as well, by the way.
It is. I was hoping for a couple different matches, but what we're getting is pretty good. So I can't complain.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
We can't say anything because they haven't announced anything. But
it's on the Patreon.
If you're on the Patreon, they announced the card for the first show of the year, and it's got some pretty interesting matches.
Yes, there's a few really good ones in there. So when they announce it, you'll get that. But maybe we'll cover it once it's announced. So
I didn't realize like there was a couple dream matches in there for Rhino to face people until I was kind of putting it together, and I'm just like, man, Rhino against like. There's like 3 people in the company that I could see him facing. The person Danhausen's facing that'll be really good. It could be a comedy match if they want to do it, or it could be a straight wrestling match. And I'm hoping they do a straight wrestling match because it feels like it could just be a straight wrestling match.
Yeah, that one. I don't know if you can do comedy with it. We'll see. You might because of a few things that could go into that match. But yeah, I agree. And they have a few, like I'm looking at it again, and it's really good.
And then the Dijak match is that's going to be pretty good.
Yep. So anyway, stay tuned for that, people.
Yeah. And then we started announcing stuff for Neo Pro as well. And for February, the IW Guy title will be defended in an open challenge.
Oh shit.
As the awesome booker, I know who that open challenge is, and I'm not telling nobody.
Oh.
So
I don't think I know who it is.
I don't think you do. JHawk knows who it is since he's the referee.
He's working that one, right? JHawk, you're working that match?
Well, I'm keeping that in the air right now. I got some health shit going on.
Okay.
I'm not
he may be officially retired.
I got a doctor appointment coming up here that'll have a concussion. Oh,
I dig it, man.
between now and then. Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
But
All right.
but he knows the person at least. He's definitely worked with that person quite a bit, so he knows him. So
And it should be a really good match.
yeah, I think it's going to be good.
Fun.
Good.
I also booked a match for the anniversary show, 425. I need your black card for that one, JGold. It's a big booking.
We'll have to talk
But it's good.
That'll be another fun one. I know who that one is too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's worth it. I think it'll be worth it. You don't think it's worth it?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who it was. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
I'll text you.
Okay. What up, yo? See, I told you she'd be down.
You did say she was going to be here.
You want to say hello?
Well,
Say hello.
hello.
Hello. All right. There she is. All right. You want to go? We're doing something. We're doing very important work here. What? We're doing the show. What do you mean? What's so important? All right. I'll see you later. Unbelievable.
She's got a point.
Yeah.
She really does have a point there. You can't really argue with that, JGold.
Just stares down. What are you three idiots doing on this machine right here?
What is this?
Oh, right. Oh, you're doing a show.
Quit being weird, Dad.
Right. It's sort of a show, sure.
Come watch Friends with me.
I don't know if she's going to get it done tonight. It's late. We just played basketball for an hour.
All right.
Time to go to bed.
Okay, I texted it to you.
All right. Oh,
I thought you put it in the group chat already.
Yeah, he did. I'm pretty sure you did. It just slipped my mind.
He just blanked. Yeah, it's going to be huge. I told Wilbur about it, and he was excited for it. So
yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm super excited for it. Well, I guess we should do shout outs.
Yeah.
So shout outs to Zach, Paul, and Bagelmonger.
Yo.
And of course, Patty.
Hey, Patty.
Hey, Patty. Hope you had a great New Year. Happy New Year.
Who I mentioned earlier. I'm sure she will be at Toy Hio and will be at the Out Cold AIW show. I'm gonna try to do both, and I'm gonna try to talk to Santana, Tyler Breeze, and Priscilla Kelly about doing an IWI trading card. So
I doubt Santana will. He's full time over at TNA, but I bet
he's probably going to get signed. But I never know. I mean, he is an ETU guy. We do cover ETU, so I was trying. Talk to him, see if he's.
It doesn't hurt to try.
It's free merch, man.
Yeah,
that's the thing. My only thing is I might need to do a business card before then, so that I can just give them a business card, so that way we can get in contact. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. I'd be happy if we got Tyler Breeze. He's pretty sweet. So
yeah.
Could you imagine a Tyler Breeze IW Guide trading card, guys? How wild is that? It's a
lofty goal, which I think it's nothing hurts. It doesn't hurt to try. So
I've set crazy goals this year, and they're coming true already. So it's I just hope I can back up my end of it and make sure that they fully do come true. But so far they're yeah, not a problem. This will work. And it's oh my God, what am I doing?
I like to hear that. It's good because it's been a hell of a week already, and so I'm glad to hear that things are going well.
I was in a depressive spiral for the last 4 days, man. Being off and nothing to do, no internet and everything else. It's just I was miserable. I just slapped nonstop. Just gross.
Yeah, I would like to think I'd be okay with the no internet thing, and then I remembered 3/4 of my fucking video game, even the goddamn career mode, are online only now.
I can't believe that. By the way, there's so many games that are online only. That's why you got to play 2K26 Golf PGA. That's the way to go.
Yeah, I couldn't play Fallout 76. I couldn't play anything. And then my buddy was I was going to message you to play Battlefield because we haven't played since November. And I'm couldn't have done nothing. I was I had to download Tubi on my phone.
You couldn't use your phone as a hotspot?
No, we have the hotspots turned off because his mother-in-law likes to use it and burn through it real quick and then get extra charges. So he has them turned off, and I don't ever use it. We have unlimited data, but the hotspot's different.
Oh,
so I downloaded Tubi and I was watching Dateline on there to get while I was trying to go to sleep. So.
Tubi's great, by the way.
It is. They got live channels now, and Dateline, nonstop Dateline to sleep to has given me some of the coolest like murder mystery dreams in my fucking life. I've had shootouts with cops.
Oh,
I've
Lord.
had like crazy kidnapping stories. Like my dreams are fucking insane while sleeping through Dateline.
Did you have a dream where Kirk Hankin told you to get over there?
Right. That was
not
real life.
Not that kind of thing. Not that. No.
Are we doing
like
what's on?
I've for sure had like shootouts and stuff. It's been wild. Let's get into what's on. I'm sure people don't give a shit about what I'm sleepwatching.
No.
And then we can review Cultivate.
Yes.
Talk about all the new faces.
Yeah.
What's on this weekend?
All right. Well, Turler once again is not putting up anything that's live on the fucking wrestling. It's all goddamn cricket and soccer.
Did you check GCW's Twitter?
GCW runs next weekend, not this weekend. I checked, but I did find something. Okay. So, Pro Wrestling Eve out of London will be running on Friday, January 9th. That'll be 8 o'clock local time. I believe it'll be 3 p.m. Eastern if I have my time zone correct on that. It is the quarterfinals of the She Won tournament. There will be a qualifying match between Assistant Abby and a mystery opponent. The winner of that will take on Anita Vaughn in a quarterfinal matchup. Other quarterfinal matches, Molly Spartan against Sapphire Reed, Alexis Falcon against Question Moth, and Sky Smith against Emmy Kakara. And that is going to be airing live on their YouTube channel. So.
Oh, that's cool. Over on the IWTV Independent Wrestling Television channel, Freelance Wrestling, Friday night, January 9th, 9 p.m. presents 27 Days Later. This one is doesn't say where it's from, but this one's got some card. Bruce Hamilton versus Shane Mercer versus RJ Sawa versus GPA versus Hunk Cassidy versus Sabin Gage. Trevor Outlaw versus Matt Brannigan. Trent Wrigley versus Shazza McKenzie. Amazing, Shazza McKenzie. Amazing. Darren Corbin versus Alfonso Gonzalez. Seth Logan versus Darius Luttrell. Freelance Legacy Championship, Chico Suave versus Jimmy Jacobs. And then the Freelance Wrestling Tag Team Championship, Bang and Matthews versus Starstruck. And the Freelance Championship, Devin Monroe, the champ, versus Effie. And that is all Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern on the Independent Wrestling Television Network.
Fun.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into Cultivate.
Doing a review.
And Cultivate took place on Friday, December 12th, 2025 from the Rocky Gamma Hall in Lakewood, Ohio. Yeah, AIW concept. We're trying to give the graduate and some talent that's not normally in AIW a chance to shine on a show. And this was definitely an interesting lineup. Did you guys watch the preview? Brothers, I know you did. You were there. JGold, did you watch the preview?
No. So I missed it. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry about that. Who was in the preview?
So the scheduled preview match is Cool Ass Andy, who I love.
Yeah.
He's cool. Taking on Ryan, your cousin you only see at Christmas.
Right. Yes. I love Brian Carson. Or Ryan, the cousin you only see on Christmas.
Oh,
Yeah. So we get the promo from Brian Carson. They have a little 2-minute match. Tyson Rick and Derek Dillinger interrupt it. They say we need a title match, but they do the same thing they did at Hell on Earth. They put the belt up on the line. They have a little 3-minute match where the champions retain. Katie basically said she didn't like the finish and ordered take two, and then you have another little 30-second match for the retention. Wadsworth is very clear to say that this is one title defense and not two. Pedro did not announce the winner after the first one, so I can take or leave, however you want to word it. For what it's worth, cage match can get 2 separate matches.
Oh, they already have it up. There you go.
I think it was 2 separate matches. I think that was the whole idea.
Yeah, so that was the preview.
All right, well, Derek and Man Bear Pig Kid are giving people opportunities. That's what they do. They give out opportunities.
Josh, I'll tell you, if you have time to go back and watch that preview,
I will. I'll watch it when we get off tonight.
I need you to just tell me what you think about that preview in one word when you watch it.
Okay, I can do that. I'll get right back to you after the show.
Okay, up next.
Yep.
The official start of the show.
Yep.
It is MJ Santana taking on Pagana.
MJ Santana is appearing again
Yeah.
for AIW after this match. So, I mean, she obviously impressed. I really enjoy her. I don't know what it is, but a lot of female wrestlers are wearing like the one piece bathing suit
singlets
style now.
Yeah, yeah.
I fucking love it. And then MJ went another level where she fucking Kurt Angled it.
Yeah.
Into the bra and fucking like hulked out on Pagasa. I fucking love this match. This was excellent.
Really? I was okay with it. I wouldn't say love. I thought the match was a great way to start, and both of them, got the crowd going, so there was no issues.
MJ just shows that fire. Like she's a little spitfire, man. I really like her.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they apparently like her if they're bringing her back, so multiple times.
And Series 6 is going to be an all-women set, and it's going to feature both of these women.
Wasn't Pagasa in my set?
Yeah, she's the first ever double.
First in the line, but that's mine on my set. First in the line, Pagasa.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's the first person to do 2 cards.
Oh.
Because we're doing a special edition chase card for Series 6.
Oh.
And I was like, well, I have to include her in it because I talked to her about it. So it has to be done. So she's going to reappear. It'll be a different card, different design, or as well, a different picture. And then the chase will be a different altogether. So
Wave 6 is the perv set.
It is the give me all your perv fucking money now. So trust.
That's how we're gonna sell it. Oh no.
Oh, it absolutely is. Like I talked with all of them. I'm like, look, we could do this set. I was like, we could milk the pervs of money. They know that's what we're doing, and that's the plan.
That's hilarious.
On everybody's end. That's like we're a team of 5 women and me going, let's steal perv money. So
that's hilarious.
It's not really stealing, I guess. It's giving them something for it.
They're still getting something, but it's disgusting us why they're getting it.
Because they can't control their hormones.
Oh, you silly neckbeards. Anyway, what's next, JHawk? What's the end here?
All right, now up next we have.
Wait, we didn't talk about the finish. How did it end?
We did not. MJ Santana getting the win with a lifting DDT in about 6 minutes.
Oh yeah, she spiked her. Yeah.
Okay, from there we have tag team action. Country Air, Doc Simmons and Jack Hendrick taking on the returning members only, Calvin G. Lewis and Malcolm Cambridge, and I like this a lot.
Country Air is really good.
And our debut of referee Ben Heim, who
this match.
My biggest criticism about Ben Heim is wear taller cock, but there were some times we were pamper riding up and I could see a bare leg.
Oh my goodness.
And that's a cosmetic business.
What about this, JHawk? I thought he got more assertive as the show went on. I didn't think he was assertive enough in this match.
I absolutely agree with that. It actually got more comfortable. He got more assertive. Mm-hmm. And Alberti even mentioned it on commentary a little bit later on too about how he's getting more assertive as the show was going on.
But Country Air is really impressive. I mean, you know what you're getting out of members only, so that's why I don't have to go crazy because I like members only. But this is the first time I saw Country Air, and those guys, they remind me a little of Bang & Matthews, but like a less high flying Bang & Matthews.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not doing anything. Bang & Matthews are insane. These guys are a lot of fun, but they're not like you're gonna see Bang & Matthews where they're jumping off each other's shoulders and from the ceiling and everything.
Yeah, these guys, like Dom said, I believe that Thorne first saw them at Black Label Pro. Mm-hmm. And that's for Thorne to lay eyes and be like, okay, I like these guys. That's a big endorsement to begin with for them to come over and stuff like that. So I thought it was a pretty interesting that they came over, and they definitely didn't disappoint. They're very good. I'm hoping that we can really stack this tag roster and get this tag roster back to being where it was. I mean, if the next AIW show we cover, Malice at the Palace, had an opening of members only against Bax, and Bax picked up the win. So it's like they're really starting to get some young, hungry teams going, which is good.
I was just gonna say anything to Anything to enhance the AIW tag division to get back to where it was. I'm all for it. So give me more.
It's definitely needed. It's definitely needs to be there needs to be a reset, and they need to get back into it and really get some teams going. And there's a lot of teams out there, and I even booked tag teams that I thought were super good that I'd like to see, like Ohio Ronin are a really good tag team. I'd really like to see them come and try out at AIW.
How about remember how exciting the PME to Infinity and Beyond feud was, like, and how many opportunities, like when PME had the titles, when they went up against the original, like the Bear Country and places and teams like that, there were so many tag teams. Now I know AEW has gobbled up a lot of the indie tag teams, but there's still a lot of great tag teams out there to help fill this division so that we don't, so that you don't get stuck. But that Country Air is a really good start.
There is the bad part is that you have to remember that a lot of these teams will take any opportunity that they're given, and there's competitors that work in the Cleveland area, and a lot of them gobbled up these tag teams and they go work there because AAW wasn't focusing on tag teams consistently the last couple of years. So like we lost TME to NWA Exodus. We lost a couple other teams to them because they can get work at NWA. If they do that, then they're not going to be, brought in for AIW because
makes sense.
They're not going to draw at both, which that's their booking philosophy. That's fine. I think that they would draw at both. I think like TME is one of those teams that they enhance any roster, regardless if it's one working down the road 2 weeks from now.
The main event with the fat guy in the mask or the chiseled statue guys? Which one? The circus guys or the
main
guys?
Event? Go by the main event. TME is TME now.
Oh, okay.
TME is our team out of Pittsburgh, the Enjoy Tag Champs.
All right, good.
But I think they make the roster better regardless. But it's like, I know AAW said that they had a hard time booking for them because a lot of smaller guys. How do you make the smaller guys beat these giant chiseled
massive?
Yeah, like I get it. I mean,
but they play downs to their competition when they have to.
They will, and I think that there's a lot of, you just have to be smart about how you book the finish. Like these teams can cheat. I mean, if every team knows they have to, work on somebody's leg or get a lucky shot in to cheat, then that's what it takes. Like,
Yeah, Road Warriors didn't look a ton, but they would look vulnerable when they needed to.
Right. Yeah, there you go. So it is what it is. I mean, I would love to see them back in AIW, but
we're not comparing TME to the Road Warriors. I just want to say,
directly. No, I'm trying to make the point. I'm trying to make a point that just if you have a
from a domination standpoint, sure, why not?
Yeah.
But no, it's AIW has the way that they book, and that's what it is, and it's and they have their rules about if you work other companies, so it is what it is. So.
Yep. Okay.
But that, they're working on getting some other teams in that other places haven't really touched yet. So that's cool. I think Country Air is a positive step in the right direction. Members only has always been cool. I think Bax getting a real shot as a tag team is awesome. It's giving Vic and Zay something to do at AIW instead of just random singles matches and stuff like that or scrambles. That's great.
Yeah. So what do we got? JHawk, what was the finish?
Oh, it was members only getting the win in about 10 minutes. From there, we have what might have been my favorite match of the entire show, honestly. Danny Orion against Shimbashi.
Yeah. This match was a banger through and through. Shimbashi is excellent. Danny Orion, first time seeing him, dude has it all. And it makes sense why he's being flown out to the West Coast to wrestle for West Coast Pro, why he's, in Texas, why he's on a schedule already where he's being flown different places to wrestle different places. He is very fucking good.
Yeah, he is.
It bums me out that he is a Texas flight, so we probably won't see him as often at AIW, but this dude is making moves already. So I've been following him since and seeing his travel schedule. It's crazy. So I'm glad I got in on the on the come up on this guy because he's very good, and Shimbashi is just on that way too, dude. He's hustling like a motherfucker, getting everywhere. He's already at ECU.
He's a Texas guy too, right?
He's mostly based out of Ohio, him and MJ, but they do go to Texas quite often.
Mm-hmm.
And MJ's from Texas, so
Yeah, but just since Thanksgiving, Danny Ryan's already been in Ohio, Texas, and California.
Yeah.
And that's just what Cage Match has listed.
And
They
that's
may not have
literally,
everything.
yeah, that's literally in like the last month. So he's all over. Like even his schedule, like leaving Ohio, like he left Ohio, I think he went to like New York, and then he came back to Ohio, and then back somewhere else. Like he's all over the place.
It's extremely. Both these guys were very impressive for the Indies. We need more guys like this.
There's a certain level of guy, another guy that I think is very similar to them with the hustle is what the hell's his name? Junie Underwood.
Oh,
yeah.
His hustle.
IW guide guest, Junie Underwood.
Yeah, his hustle. Like when we talked to him, you could tell that hustle was there. Like when I saw him, like when I first saw him, I was like, this dude. There's just a certain. I don't know what it is. There's that it factor with certain people. Junie Underwood, since that interview, has done AEW. He has been all over the place. He's wrestled ETU a bunch. He's wrestled on like every like major indie. He's gone crazy, and it's crazy to see from just seeing him at 880 in those little shows at the time to what he's doing now. Because even 880 has grown into this massive thing. Like we haven't touched on any of their shows in a while. You should see like what they are now. They've grown and they're crazy now.
I know
Junie's done GTW a couple of times too.
Yeah, I know that young Ed still loves 880.
Yeah, but like these guys, like there's just a certain hustle and just a certain it factor to these guys when you see them and you see what they do in the ring, and then you see like just how they hustle. It's like it's not common, but when you see one, you're like, oh, that's somebody. And I've noticed it with a couple different guys, and definitely Shimbashi and Danny O'Ryan have that because that match was insane.
It was fantastic. Yeah, it was a good match. Very good match. Shimbashi's just, I'm drawn to him. It was a good match.
Too bad he doesn't have his long hair. He had his long hair.
He should listen to Dom. He needs that long hair.
Yeah, but it was Shimbashi getting the win with the get-out powerbomb in about 12 minutes.
Off the top rope.
Yeah.
Top
Which
rope
always
fucking sit out powerbomb.
Top rope power bombs always look grosser on the indies. They look great in AEW, WWE. When guys do it, there's like a bounce to it. It looks really safe. On the indies, it always has that, like, as Stone Cold says, that like slop to it, where you don't really know if it was meant to be that way or not, but it always looks very high impact.
All right, from there, Vic Vice taking on the debuting Jesse Blair, the other JB, friend of the show.
Good for JB. You know what?
Yeah.
Jesse Blair, I will say she went to the well with that boot entirely too many times. If we're talking about students, and I think every student on this show ran into this, the Irish whips into the corners were very slow. And I think you got to put a little more oomph when you're taking an Irish whip into the corner. And I think all the student matches suffered from, like, it almost like it's slowed down. And I know you have to like kind of get your bearings and such in there, but I think Jesse went to the well with that pump kick too many times, and I think the corner moves were a little slow. But otherwise, kept up perfectly. Looked good in there. I thought Vic Vice was not holding back, and I like that. Like he wanted to go, and they went, and that was good.
I know there's a couple like hiccups in the match, but that's not really what I was looking for. Like I just wanted to see like a fun, cohesive story, and I think they told that. I think with any of the students, they're going to have certain things that they rely on or feel comfortable doing and may like keep going back to that thing.
Yes.
That's okay. That's part of growing. This is their literal first match. Like, let's talk about it in a year. If they're still doing that same thing, then there's an issue there, but I don't think that'll be an issue with them. I think this is just part of the growing thing. And like you said, taking a turnbuckle is such a weird thing. Like, it's going to slow down going into it, but I feel like just because they're not 100% comfortable going into it, eventually they'll shut their mind off and it'll be a thing. But like,
by the way, I appreciate that you said that, because that's exactly what it is. It was like almost like a crutch to go back on during the match, and it didn't hurt the match any, but we watched so many matches that we noticed it. I bet you the fans did not notice it as much as we noticed
in the moment. I really didn't. My biggest takeaway was Jesse's taunt with like the smacking the shoulder.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. Maybe a big Christian fan. I don't know. We're going to have to find out. It reminded me of Christian, like his, for the peeps.
Yeah.
thing. So we will have to dive into that with Jessie when she comes on. But I thought it was fine. I was really happy with the match, and Vic was a great opponent for her. And I think, you don't get to see a whole lot of like intergender stuff. So I thought this was a fun little ride, and kind of under the radar, and it was good stuff.
Vic's finisher, I love that Basquiat bomb. I think that's a fun name for a move, and I thought Vic's gear looked good. I like his new look. I like what he brings. So good. He was the right guy for this match.
Yeah, the painter jumper is great. Zay's new overall thing that he's pulling off is really great too. I really like his. Now he's gonna have different colors of overalls that he goes with that look sweet. So
yep.
It's good stuff. Those two kids are finally coming around and figuring it out. So I'm digging it.
Yeah.
And that way, and Jessie was the first student debut of the night on the wrestling matches. So that says something too before intermission. So I thought that was a testament that they felt that she could lead the way for the students. So,
You know what? Vic Vike getting the win. And then we had our scramble match. Sammy Diaz, Reese Maddox, Uncle Chase Burnett, Kid Kuda, Seabass Finn, and Ichiban. This was a lot of fun. As much as I hate 3-way and 4-way matches, and I say out here, I love scramble. Scramble are so much fun. And Sammy Diaz and Ichiban, both in my opinion, just really stood out. I love both those guys' work.
Sammy didn't have to do a whole lot of this. He more or less directed everything. Seabass really did impress. Ichiban really impressed. Uncle Chase Burnett, another guy that kind of just did stuff here and there, but didn't have to do a whole lot. He let everybody else shine because he's already been AIW, whereas all these other guys are, their debut. Kuda and Maddox, they were fine.
I thought you said it when you and I talked. You could tell the difference between the guys who were seasoned and Kuda and Matt and Reese Maddox in there.
Yeah, they're still very young. Like I said, give them another year seasoning, and they'll probably be on that level with the other guys. But they just were noticeably a step below them in this match, which was fine. It didn't hurt the match. They just felt like more filler. Seabass Finn really did shine though. Ichiban shined. And I remember when we would cover Beyond and that stuff, and I didn't like Ichiban. Well, he actually kind of won me over here. So
who was the other guy who was awesome in this match? What was his name? It just keeps slipping my mind when I try to say it. What's his name?
Sammy Diaz.
Yeah, awesome. Like anytime he was in the ring with Ichiban or Seabass, it was just it was one of those classic AIW
You could tell he was
scrambles.
solid. He didn't have to hit anything crazy. He was just felt solid. Felt like he kind of just knew what he was doing and like did his stuff and like just made everybody look good. He was like that's just a solid person that you kind of want to have to make somebody look presentable. And I think he, from what Thorne said, he kind of led the match, which is a testament to him being a new guy and helping put together this scramble and it coming off like it did. So good for him.
Yeah.
Well, Uncle Chase getting the win, pinning Ichiban with the pile driver. We came back from intermission. We had Alex Melee against the returning Shaw Mason. First time we've seen Shaw in quite a while.
And Shaw is signed to appear at Neo Pro Wrestling White Noise, taking on Tyler Jordan in February.
That'll be a fun one.
Yeah.
I like how far Alex Melee has come. I'm glad for him. A lot of
people like the Melee.
Yeah,
they like him.
Yeah, definitely something that I was happy for because Melee did our show too, and another friend of the show, another good dude. So yeah, this match seemed a little fillery to me. Like it could have been on the pre-show. It could have been in the beginning of the card. I mean, I think you can plug this one in anywhere, but it wasn't like I didn't get as amped as I used to for Shaw Mason. He had some run where he was so hot, and then he kind of he did his own thing. But
he had personal stuff, so he kind of cooled down a bit, and hopefully this year he gets back into that run and gets things going. So
yeah,
that'd be nice. This was just the start to get them back into it. Just same with members only. They've been around. They kind of cooled off. They hadn't been used a bunch. Now they're kind of getting around and getting used again. So
yeah,
just lining things up, man. So.
Yeah, I like the match. It's match perfectly fine. I agree. Melee improved quite a bit. It's good to see Shaw Mason back. This is what it needed to be for it spot on the card too. It didn't have to be anything special coming out of the intermission.
Yeah.
Yeah, get the crowd back into the show, and that it worked. It did its job. Shawn Macon getting the tap out with the ankle lock for the win.
Quick, and that's how you do it. Once you grapevine the leg, the match should be over, and that's how it was done.
And from there, we have Gabe Garcia taking on Alonso Cruz.
I mean, I thought this was a good match. I think Alonzo Cruz has some elements to be a star. I did say, look, if you're going to do a pounce, it's you got to hit those ropes. You got to hit them. And I felt like, again, just a lot with a lot of the students, it felt very slow motiony off the ropes. And you know, to use that in a finish, or to use that as trying to get a finish, I'm just not. You got to hit the ropes. You got to hit them hard. You got to come off, and you got to hit your guy. And I think that just was my only criticism of all the students that night, was how hard they were hitting the ropes. It just wasn't. It was a little slow for me. But I think Alonzo Cruz has something, and Zay has gone so far. You know, like he's come so far from where he was, and I'm amazing that you put him in the ring there, him and Vic Vice, against the young ones, to give him that rub. So.
Zay it keeps improving, and like I know there was a period where he wasn't going to training and stuff like that, and I talked with him and was like, dude, I was like, you need to go to training. If we're gonna work together, like you need to be training, you need to be doing stuff. So get your butt to training, work with Derek and Dom, and get stuff going. And since he's been back, like he has started throwing in some new moves. He does that new roll when he throws somebody in the ropes, he rolls out of the way.
Yep.
That's a new deal he's been working on. And I've seen some success with it. I think it looks really unique and different. And that's just, the stuff that I like to see. Like, give me somebody that's going to keep adding to the repertoire and doing different things and trying different stuff and kind of building that way. I think that's a great thing. And I'm hoping with his IW guy title run that we can build him to the next level of whatever he's going to be. So I think it's like a big part of it is finding the right people for him to face and build him up. And I think that's my goal for 2026 is he's my wrestling project this year is Zay Garcia.
Huh.
So
cool.
Last year was Mikey, and Mikey really didn't need it. He did so much on his own. I mean, he's the Enjoy champion still at this time. He's an amazing talent. I was able to do a lot of cool stuff with Mikey. He helped us grow, and I just want to keep that going and try to elevate talent. So
cool.
It was Alonso Cruz being the student to get the win this time around.
He did with that pounce, man. It was. I agree with JGold. It wasn't the best pounce, but it was a pounce, and it popped the crowd pretty good.
And nobody uses that move, so good on you, kid. Do it. Make it your own, but you got to hit the ropes. I'm telling you, you got to come off those ropes with authority.
All right, from there, we've got a four-way match. Shelby Wilder, Connor Hopkins, Tommy Rain, and the returning Chase Oliver. Going to see Chase back in the ring.
Yeah, this is Chase's second match back after the Youngstown show. I don't have much to say about this match.
I'm just happy Chase is wrestling.
Yeah, it's great to see him back.
Stone Cold Chase Oliver. He's wearing the 2 knee braces, the whole to do. He's being held together with duct tape at this point.
You know what?
He's gonna come out like all padded, like in Little Giants.
They tape couches. Yeah, they tape couches to his chest and his back. Be careful, Chase. Be careful.
Whatever fucking keeps him healthy at this point.
Standing in the corner waiting to go, and he's got the big snot bubble. Pops it. Dunn pops it for him. Thank you.
Oh, Chase. He deserves it. I'm glad he's back and doing his thing. And this was just another classic scramble, and I don't mind that at all.
With Chase getting the win, pinning Hopkins with a pile driver. I didn't put the time on it, the stopwatch on it. I didn't hear the opening bell when I was watching it. Cage match Hackett lit to like almost 13 minutes. I really feel like it wasn't that long, but
could have been. I don't know.
I didn't hear the opening bell when I started the stopwatch go. I don't know, but from there we've got Austin James against the student that probably had the biggest turnout for himself, Rudy. I'll get it out.
Slow down.
Ray Wood.
Yeah,
I'll get it out.
Rudy Ray. And by the way, softball kid is Austin is looking good too. He did some great stuff in this match. I didn't realize he was doing kip ups and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, I think we talked about it when we did the Hell on Earth review, how much Austin James can improve over the last year go well.
Yeah. I'm Rudy Ray Woods. Go figure. He had a decent match. I have no issues at all.
Now, look what definitely you're going on a close to last possible because you called them a ticket, and that's perfectly fine. I have no issue with that.
Right.
And then the match lived up to its spot on the card, which is the important thing there. No.
Yeah, it was just a real basic deal. It didn't do anything special one way or another, and it kind of showcased him and let him
Rudy Ray
get his debut, and that was it.
What a name. Rolls right off the tongue. I love it. Rudy Ray Woods. Rudy. Good stuff. It's all right.
Like, he should do a football player gimmick and we go, Rudy.
I mean, you should just do it now. He should just lean into that as it is. He should turn to the crowd and start getting them to do it for him. Like he looks in and just starts giving them the Rudy stuff. So I don't know.
They'll figure it out. Again, first match, you gotta give them a little bit. They'll figure it out.
I'm good with it. Yep.
And then we have our main event. It is Eric Taylor and Cam Holloway taking on Wes Barkley and Chuck Stone. They babyface can come out first, which was especially weird, and Stone got the belt at the point. And usually you would have the champion come out last, but I mean, that stood out to me. But
I don't mean to be a downer on this one, but I wasn't. I know they wanted to sell tickets. It wasn't necessary. It was fine. It was fine.
It was the SmackDown before the pay-per-view, brother. That's what it was.
Yeah. Big Sam was there.
It was going to be.
Yep. He was there to be the dastardly heel and everything else, but it was fine. I like the younger guys, and I was more intrigued. I thought the show was so good too. I had no issues with it, but this one was just there. It was kind of there.
Yeah, I mean, this was there to set up Malik and the Paladin. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what this was there for. It did its job.
Yep.
The finish played into the main event. Cam pinned Chuck. So now the challenger got the pinfall win over the champion coming into the title match. I got no issue with any of it. Yep.
You're not wrong, and I don't have any issues with it. It just was, it wasn't necessary, but I understand why it was there. Mm-hmm. Like the rest of the show was really fascinating to see the younger guys and some of the guys you don't normally see. And then you had to have that main event, which was there. So yeah, I mean, it just put a capper on the night. I'm sure people were tired at the end. They were like, 9 matches, 10 matches?
10 matches on the main card.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a long show. So you maybe didn't need it. Maybe you could have put on. No, you probably needed it. Yeah.
No, I mean, realistically, with 10 matches on the main card, but the main card with intermission was just about 3 hours, 305, I think.
Yeah. When you figure there's probably some people that wouldn't have come out unless, these bigger names were on the card. So it's like, okay, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think even on a show like that, you don't need a main event with guys that fans recognize to get people into the building. I have no issue with having one main event like this and the rest of the show being the younger kid or people we don't get often. That's assuming they do this concept again with Thorne scheme, positive about doing some tweaks and running it back.
He said he wasn't overjoyed with the crowd, but the crowd looked pretty full to me. I don't know how many more he needed in there.
I've heard some rumors that there will be another one, at least one more. So
I thought you were going to say that Thorne is papering the audience.
No. That local big shot, I'm sure is not doing that.
Yeah.
Well, remember the original idea was to do this in a smaller room than they wound up doing it too.
Right.
That part
but
of
it
what
was
goes
packed,
into Thorne
dude.
thinking.
I was in the back of the room during the Alonzo Cruz Zay Garcia match, and the place was as packed as almost as much as what you would see on a normal AIW show. It felt
that's what I thought.
The room was felt very full. So
that's what I thought. It looked like that on the screen.
I mean, maybe the number wise it was maybe 50, 60 less than what he wanted. It was still very, very full. Still very, very full.
And it was definitely a good opportunity for those students who got to show off, and it was not more of a testament to the school, putting out all 3 of them were ready. I'm not going to say like, I didn't like any, I liked every match. I didn't think anyone had something that stood out where I was
none
like,
of the matches were stinkers.
Right.
And that's one thing I can say is like every time we've had an AIW debut class, I know some of the other ones were able to go out and work other places before their debut.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that situation kind of dried up and isn't available to them anymore. But these students were able to come out and actually did just fine, and they didn't have any of that like, this is just the AIW debut here. The real debut was, this place or whatever. This was like the first of the first, and it felt very controlled, very good for what they needed it to do. And it's very much an advertisement for the school.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
you're not wrong.
I feel like they were all very competent in the ring. When there was a hiccup, they didn't try to repeat it. They just moved on into the next thing, or slightly covered for what they could. They did great. So I mean, hopefully they all start popping up on other stuff and free views and undercards this year. So
Definitely.
So what are we rating it, guys?
I don't know if I would rate it as a student show, but I'll give it 3.5 pounds out of 5.
3.5. Okay.
Yeah.
That's where I was feeling on it. Like I was like 3 3/4.
Yeah.
I was feeling.
Yep.
Yeah, 3.5 about where I would go with it as well. And you're right. It's a student show. We can't rate it like a normal show.
Right.
So should we move the scale to like a 1 out of 3, like a 3 being the best and 1 being?
No, I think 3.5, but just with that caveat where people know that it's a student show. That's why we're rating it that way.
Well, there's a lot of people that were on there that are just new to the AIW that were very much trained and very been around for a couple of years too.
Yeah,
there was just 3 student matches on the card. Yeah,
and then some young guys. I mean, even just some new debuts with Country Air and stuff. I just think it was a different vibe, and I liked it. And 3.5 is not a bad score. I liked it very much. I understood what it was.
There's room for an improvement.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I think with a couple of tweaks, this will be a very great concept. I hope they stick with it.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to see more young guys. Like, I know they don't have that many students ready to have only 3 this time, but I'm just saying, when you have those classes, I think
it's hard too, is like, the thing we've talked about a ton with guests, JGold, and you love to talk about it, is how the era of the super indie is over and how it is very much territorial now because guys don't travel that much. And the ones that do, there's only a handful that people feel like are worth the money to make the travel for. So a lot of these guys did so probably at a cut rate, probably a very cheaper rate than usual, just to get a look, just to, maybe get that buzz.
Yeah.
And I think it's hard for AIW to do that because obviously, they want to pay people fair, be fair on it, and they want to do this kind of thing. But it's so hard to afford trans for so many people on a show when it's, you have that student right there that can do just fine and probably will sell just as many tickets, if not more, because they have people that'll come to the show.
Right.
So I get why we don't see it all the time. We don't see debuts as often. And they're not sprinkled, but I'd like to see these shows, maybe 3 times a year to give us a little something, and give some looks to people. Like, I know Thorne doesn't watch a ton of indie stuff, so it's very open to Dom like selecting a handful of guys and then maybe showing Thorne and Thorne going, okay, sure, like I like this guy, no to this guy, I like this guy, maybe. I don't know the exact process. He kind of told us a little bit about it when Dom was on. I think that is a solid move but they could integrate more stuff into it where it's only maybe they do, 5 or 6 guys from different areas, and then the rest of the card is filled out with students and, homegrown big names.
But a guy like Reese Maddox and Kid Kuda, they're students. So regardless of students where, I mean, it makes sense. that they're, young guys trying to travel and get an opportunity. So,
and they busted their ass to get. I mean, they drove from Florida and then drove back, and they were on GCW that next night too. So I mean, they busted their ass, had 2 huge opportunities 2 days in a row.
Yep,
that's great for them. And I think that there's a lot of guys out there that maybe didn't get selected that might have that, might get that next call the next time.
Sure.
And I think that it'll be interesting to see how they, like Thorne said, if you tweak it a little bit here and there. Like I said, I think my idea would be to tweak it would be just to cut back on the amount of new names to take a look at, but then fill in with a lot of the student and other stuff so that it's kind of like a Winchester show, but like there's a couple, a carload from somewhere. Yeah. And then like a bunch of other stuff. So it's like, it's still an AIW show, but there's like some 5 or 6 new names on it.
Yeah. It makes sense.
And then that way, when you do have it 3 times a year, then you can debut students on that as well. It's already built in.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be, I'm sure they probably got it figured out already. I'm excited to hopefully see another one and see what they implement, what they take away, and stuff like that. So.
Okay, and I don't know if you necessarily need 10 matches on the main card either. I mean, you're looking at, you had between the main card and the pre-show, you had almost 40.
No, I think that they just, with the amount of applicants they got, they wanted to like try it out once, give like the most amount of people possible a shot, and that kind of thing. And so it's like, if you had look at the field of people we got. Like there wasn't too many duds out of all these people. I don't think really any of them were a dud.
No duds.
So I mean, I think they did just fine with who they picked. I think that I think that it could work. It needed to have a little bit more because there was so much going into it. Now that they've done the first one though, now they can dial that back and kind of really pick and choose. Like, who do we bring back? Who could we try somebody new, that kind of thing, and pick and choose on it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You had I think with 30 people wrestling on the card, and that's not counting Duke being out at ringside, that's not counting Katie being out at ringside. I mean, I don't think you need that many body for this kind of show. I think you can cut this down to. I think you can cut the main card down to 8 matches.
The first time you're going to do it, you're going to do balls to the wall, and then I think you can draw back from there. I think that they gave the most people the most amount of people that they'd probably ever bring in, give them a tryout, so there's at least that once, and then from there you can go, okay, well, let's bring this guy back, let's not bring this guy back, let's give these people a try, and kind of like swap and place and figure it out a little bit better.
Yeah.
And I think, they're smart about it. I'm sure if we see it again, it'll be refined, and it'll be probably just an 8-match card.
Yeah, of course.
But all Josh, right. Yeah, you do need to go back and watch that preview match.
I will. I'll watch it. I'll do it when we get off. Anywho, plugs?
Plug skis.
Twitter, Twitch, TikTok at JHawk, Instagram, JHawk1539. Next scheduled booking is January 24th, but that's up in the air with everything else going on right now. So I'm going to kind of hold off pushing it any further than giving that date.
He's going to get double knee replacement.
Yeah, I mean that probably is not that far off, but it's more blood pressure related than
he's been in them stalls doing them cock magic shows where he makes it disappear with his throat.
No, you're thinking of JGold, the glory.
I was just gonna say, at least it wasn't me this time. Yeah. Oh Lord.
Well, you took over a shift for him, so he had to do he was doing the NXT night shift on Tuesdays. That's what you do for him.
Right.
And just too many on your knees. You didn't wear the knee pads.
Right.
So Charly _Butters. I don't have anything planned for this month. February is where everything's going to blow up. I'm still trying to. I can't guarantee that the IW guide fanny packs will be out this month, but I was told that they would be out this month. So I'm hoping that's when we see them. If not, it'll be February when we drop the next set of cards. when our title defenses and Neo Pro, when everything else starts getting in motion and we kind of come out of this winter slump and get going. So I'm just kind of still in my shell, not doing much. Toy Hio's next month, so it's like everything's next month. We'll get rocking and rolling in February. So nothing really to promote this month, except for the last episode of the month will be with Sam Hardaway Holloway, the WWE ID'd monster, and AIW Absolute Champion will be coming on to hang out with us for a bit.
That's so good.
And Josh can ask him 8 million stupid questions, and it'll be a good time.
What the hell?
Three-quarters of them he can't answer because he's under contract. But
yeah, he doesn't want to blow his chance. Like JGold's the reason why he doesn't get signed. Then we could shit on JGold every week.
Wait a minute. I will not be asking inappropriate questions. Everything will be okay, and Big Sam will be all about it. So anyway,
they're talking about wieners, JGold.
We're gonna book him so much he's gonna do what that one football player did that pay-per-view. How much does this guy weigh?
Anyway, rate, review, and subscribe wherever you listen to us. So you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at JGold12, and listen to us at our Twitter handle IWGuide1, Blue Sky IW Guide, YouTube.com/IW Guide, Patreon.com/IW Guide. Don't forget about the merch store over at Brainbuster Tees, Gorilla Press Apparel. Our friend Will. I haven't seen any good memes from Will lately. He doesn't pop into the Discord as much as he used to.
He told me the family's was real sick, and then they also went on like vacation for his birthday and stuff. So he went to a Tampa game and went on vacation. So he's been December was a busy time for him. I said, he's the same as me. He's kind of buckling through things. February he'll get back to the normal.
Did you get your Rubber City Toys newsletter?
It's possible that it's in my mailbox. I haven't checked my mail in like a day or two.
Oh, I got it. I got it like yesterday or the day before. So
you, for some reason, get shit before me, so mine should be coming then.
Yeah. Listen to our podcast, friends. We are part of the Main Event Wrestling Network. Over 250 subscribers on the Main Event Network YouTube page. So that's great. Wrestling Junkies, On the Mark, Wrestling Podcast, Tino's Time, Blog World Order, and my show, the NXT Night Shift, Tuesday nights at 10:15. At Odds with Wrestling, The Card is Going to Change, Super Fantastic Podcast, and Marks with Mikes. Check out our other friends, Monsters in the Toy Box, Toy Hio, Rubber City Toys, Neo Pro Wrestling, OKCR Creations, Stash Pages, and Pally's Beef Jerky by our friend Kaplan. Happy New Year, everybody. Glad to be back. That's all I got.
Season 13.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're moving through. So
moving.
The Hoggies will be out in February too, probably. So we'll give out the Hog Awards. We'll have photos with all the winners with their Hog trophies. Amazing. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Watch more indie wrestling because life is short.
Don't forget to review and subscribe wherever you listen to us. Find us online at Facebook and Instagram at The Indie Wrestling Guide. And on X or Twitter at IWGuide1.